Welcome to Pop Chat. My name is Annette Tarpley. I'm the founder of the Passion of Poetry and the host for Pop Chat. And today I'm very honored to welcome Thomas McArthur from Scotland. How are you, Thomas?
Hello, Annette. Thank you for inviting me. It's an honour.
Oh, it's my privilege and honor, actually. So I'm very excited because not only are you a poet, but you're actually also a prolific songwriter. so, and I always talk about how, songs are poetry to music.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, when I was watching one of your shows, I got my awakening, and that was the word you said, and I've always kept it in my head now that I actually got my awakening 2 years ago at the age of 58. When so like I was like I was working security and had plenty of time in my hands. So I wrote a song, and one of my security friends said, "Send it to an app where you can get a singer to sing your song, like Fiverr.com." And so I wrote my first song. It wasn't very good, but I sent it, and he put the melody to my lyrics, and then after that, I've been hooked. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. That's where you get your, is that where you get your people who put it all? Is that where you still go to
Yeah,
get
well,
them?
I've had these singers, Justin Burchamp, Joel, Elliot. I first started contacted them on Fiverr.com, but now we do private, away from Fiverr. And Justin has sung maybe 140 songs for me in the
Wow.
last 2 years. You
So
know,
he's also composed the music to him
yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
I
Wow.
mean, sometimes I go on to Fiverr and I'll arrange music to be made. Then I'll write my lyrics and I'll send the music already done to my singer and say, Justin, can you sing onto this piece of music that I got produced? I didn't write the music, but the writer wrote the music, and then Justin or somebody will put their lyrics onto that already music, because I've got my idea in my head how I want the song to go, like my Viking songs, my Scottish songs. I cannot do that.
Yeah, yeah. That's
Mm.
really cool. Yeah, so did you write before you started to write the music and the lyrics, were you writing poetry before then?
No, I think I doodled a little bit when I was about 25. I kind of, like I was in love with this girl in Australia, and I wrote some poems to her, but I didn't sign them. And so we were working in the same place. So I didn't sign them, right? So she was walking about looking at everyone's face. Who wrote this poem? Who wrote this poem? I never signed them. That was just
Wow.
so I think that was what it kind of, you know, gave me the use of play of words, but I never actually came out and did anything like I'm doing now. I never showed any. This was a kind of a private in thing. I never actually went out my way like I'm doing now. So I think it might have been deep there, deep inside me somewhere. And like you said, I found my awakening at that age. So just perfect.
Yeah, and you also do a thing on TikTok, which I've joined you a couple times. I had to get off today because I had to prepare some stuff for this, but you go on there and you cook something because you also are kind of a little chef as well.
Well, I've been a professional chef for the 40
Yeah.
years. Yeah, in
Wow.
Australia, in Japan. I was chefing in Japan. I speak Japanese pretty fluently. Reading it is a bit more difficult. So I learnt my Japanese. And I say that, and then my cooking. I cook. I buy cheap food, or sometimes I get it free from my work, and I make good quality restaurant style food for a fraction of the price. You know what I mean? Especially
Wow.
nowadays. You know.
So is that what you still do? You're a chef?
No, I'm a security guard now, so I've got all the time in the world to write my poems and songs. So that's what I do, a 12-hour shift. And if I'm watching cameras and I've got plenty of time in my hands, I'll write something like either I'll find something on Facebook. I always find inspiration on something, especially stories. And then like I've got my own. Bard to Bard poetry group as well, which is a year old.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I do is I put up a challenge once a week to the group, a photograph, and what we need to do is write about what you see, feel in the photograph. Go beyond, your imagination. Go beyond just the two dimension, and that is a great inspiration to my poets who are on the poets who are in the group. Absolutely fantastic. I love that. That's most of my inspiration. Yeah.
Yeah, and I gave you a challenge, right? It
Yeah,
was
you did.
it wasn't a picture, but it was a title.
Yeah.
And you came up with something, I'm
Yeah.
guessing?
Yeah. I don't know if you want me to read it now or.
I'm
Um,
trying, I'm trying to find mine.
okay.
I was trying to remember the title. Did I share that with you?
Yeah. Well, you asked me to come up with the titles. I came up with Forbidden Soul.
Yeah, and I'm sitting there. I'm sitting. Oh, there it is, Forbidden Soul. I was trying to find mine. I thought, oh no, did I? So mine's a little dark. Maybe I should. Is yours dark also? Your Forbidden Soul?
Well, it would be when it's a soul. It's
Yeah. I
forbidden.
mean, are you are you prepared to go ahead and share it now?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when I do my reading my poems, I like to play some music on the background. That's kind of my style. So I'm going to play this piece of music, and if you hope you can hear me, okay, I'll try and turn the music. Right, yeah, if you can hear it or not, I don't know. Right, this is Forbidden Soul. Here lies a man who was born into hardship and pain, but brought music to everyone who would care. For the downtrodden, Tom would write a poem, even a song, shed a light, mold a smile, even for a little while. Knowing what joy and pain words can bring, lyrics meant everything to a young lad who would now become a bard. Lying on a hospital bed, going out of his head, for a forbidden soul is not mortal. Trying to ease his mind for the veteran corpse he'll leave behind. Gasping for air, the family stare. Not long to go, the doctor shakes his head and says, it's time to make your amends. The priest has been called in to lend an ear. Try listening to his sins. Confess while you have time left. He makes the sign of the cross, somewhat cross, for he has lost. Having nothing to say, Father kisses his rosemary. The spirit starts to leave the shell. Will this atheist soul be forbidden to enter the kingdom of heaven? Or will the devil claim his nobility? Only God can contemplate his demise. Was Tom divine in his eyes? No matter what, it's the people around the bed who will see him dead. He was a man who left a lasting impression, climbed out of depression, found a way to have a say, show empathy. That was his legacy. End of poem.
That was great. Loved it. Yours is quite long compared to mine. Mine's very short. That was very good. Now, how long did it take you to write that, do you think?
Probably about 20 minutes.
It's good,
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
Um, so I didn't, mine are always different. Mine's quite short.
yeah.
But I'll do it anyway, I guess. Forbidden soul. Adoration bloomed in the air. Oh, the sweet fragrance of love. My soulmate found. A calm surrounds. The coo of a peaceful dove. A relaxing retreat, a mountainous view. The pungent smell of pine. Laughter shared. A coy smile bestowed. Sips from a shared glass of wine. Promises made were never kept. From your lips lies would spew. No gentle caresses would I again feel your affections you withdrew. You walked away, never looked back, gone to never return. Broken heart, I know not who you are. Flames died, no longer burn. Emotions peaked, depression set in, grieving loss once impossible to console. You are dead to me now, a closed chapter of my past. You are a forbidden soul. End of peace.
A beautiful Annette.
Well, it was a little dark, wasn't it? So,
Mine was darker, but beautiful. I mean, you can see the different styles. Because what we have, because like same as yesterday, we was watching. Was it James? Or John? Was it John or James who was on yesterday? I was watching his style. So all poets have got their own unique style, and I'm not educated, so I was terrible at school, so I'm not really good at using words. I kind of use plain words, but yours is very beautiful. A lot of interacting in there.
yeah. Well, thank you. Thank you. We have a couple comments, so let me go see
Oh,
what we got here. Let's see. We have good evening all. Hello, pretty, and congratulations, Thomas mate. That's Stu. Stu
oh
is
yeah,
here.
Stuart, yeah, use your friend
Stuart
Stuart.
Dan is in the house.
Stuart Dan, yeah, Stuart Dan, yeah.
Enjoyed that. That
Yeah.
was yours and
Oh,
beautiful as usual and loved it, Annette. Well, thank you, Kat. So Kat's here also, and she is both of them are part of my admin team actually. Thanks for joining us, guys. So when you how many actually songs have you written now?
I'm up to, including songs and poems, I'm up to about 850, just over the 2 years.
Wow.
But I've got 18 albums, and I've got a new album coming. Like you showed it on your opening piece when you were introduction. A bunch of my albums, but the Last Jacobite 2 is the sequel to Last Jacobite 1, obviously, and that's coming out as soon as I get the last song done, which should be next week. And I'll probably put it on. Yeah, I'll put it on a month. I mean, to me, and it's like writing, like especially blues, right? It's so easy because like I wrote 18 songs in 10 days, right? And my singer, uh, Justin, he sang the song, and we had that out in 2 weeks. The whole album, it was like we were so in tune with each other. I would write the words, and he would say, "I've got a tune already," and I said, "I've got the lyrics already." I just find it, yeah, I find it. It's just like storytelling.
You probably really work together now since you've worked together so much. So,
Yeah.
you're kind of
I
thing.
mean that album's called Scottish Blues. So if anyone wants to listen to it on YouTube or Instagram or Spotify,
Where do you actually publish your albums at then? Where can people
well,
purchase them?
yeah, they can publish them on Spotify. Maybe if they say what do you call it? Alexa, Thomas MacArthur, it will come up. I can't find songs by Thomas
Oh,
McArthur.
Alexa's listening to you.
Alexa, shut up.
At one time, a couple times I said to Alexa, Alexa, are you spying on me? No, I am not, kind of thing. Because, you'll say something and the little wheels will start turning on, they're listening to
Yeah,
you. So I guess they're just waiting to hear the name or something. But
yeah.
um, anyway, that's funny. You said Alexa and all of a sudden she popped in. So if you told her, she'd start playing your music, I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, this is an old. I think this one's. I bought it second hand, so I think the program's not very good. So it's no giving me any up to date songs. You know, it's giving me all the old ones. But one of my songs, I just found out because I sent the songs go through DistroKid, that sends the songs to all the platforms, and my rugby song just got 3.1 million hits, and I was like, wow, that's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
That somebody said that we got a glad to be here. I think that's from Kat. Thank you, Kat. And then we got to argue with Alexa all the time. That must be that's Stu, because Stu's signature is the rose.
Yeah.
So there
I
you
mean,
go.
Stu joined Barty Bard, so he puts up a lot of great poems on the group, and I'm obviously proud to have him in the group. There's a few other great poets as well, you know. So that's really really
He's
good.
a great writer. He's a great
And
writer.
Stuart's also helping me promote or teach me how to make my first poetry book. So that's now in the process, in the link, and it was Stuart's, expertise and help that's got me to the step I'm at now. And I'm so chuffed and happy that he was there to teach me what to do. You know,
I
so
actually I actually designed the covers of his two books. So yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Thanks for
but
letting me do that, Stu.
yeah,
Um, I enjoyed doing it. I'm going to go ahead and play one of your songs.
okay.
Let me get to where I can present.
Do you want me to tell you about it first?
Oh yes. Do you know which one's coming up first?
Is it Hear Me? Or is it
Well, it can be if that's what you want.
no, just whatever the song was. I don't I can't remember what name it was. If it's or is
I
it
I had crushed dreams as the first one.
okay. Crushed Dreams was when I started writing my lyrics, especially at work. I would tell my colleagues, my work colleagues, because I'm proud of what I was doing, and when I had my first songs sung, and they would just downgrade me and would curse me and would say, "Nah, your music is crap, your writing is rubbish," and I would feel so deflated and hurt, I think, and so I entered my first song into the International Songwriters Competition in America, and out of 20,000 songs that came into semi-finals, and when it came into semi-finals, this is when I wrote "Crushed Dreams." Is to get back at the people who ran me down, because I felt proud that I got a couple of songs into this competition semi-finals. So that song is about that, about don't let people run you down, make you feel small,
Wow.
crush your dreams. Just focus on yourself and do your best, and what will be, yeah.
Wow. I don't know if I'm going to have problems with this because I haven't before, but it came up with a message. So we're going to see how it goes. I'm going to try to do it again. Um, mm, uh, okay. And
Yep. The Crush Dreams, yep.
I write down my dreams, memories that I share. Put down on paper, scream in my head. Say I'm alive, let's out my soul, let us go. A piece of me for all to see. Here when I feel blue. Don't crush my dreams. Keep me insane to write again and again and again. One day they'll see in my head choke on forgotten words, scars in the heart still remain. Bad things they say, my spirit will never fade away, fade away, fade away, fade away. Who's to blame? Friends say your songs are no good. You should give up the fight. What you write is not quite right. I cry on this sink that I'm so sad, only tears of shame. Call it, keep on saying, only a fool can play this game. Are you insane? Waste your money on songs that are not funny. One day they'll see in my head, we'll never be dead. As they choke on forgotten words, scars in the heart still remain. Bad things they say, my spirit will never fade away, fade away, fade away, fade away. Who has the right to crush people on sight? My memories, it's not a sin. Lyrics I write are dying to get out. Scream and shout, don't lock me away. My thoughts do say your song will be a success. The demons will rest. Critics are at bay. The songs will forever stay, forever stay. One day they'll see in my head, we'll never be dead. As they choke on forgotten words, scars in the heart still remain. Bad things they say, my spirit will never fade away, 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 fade away.
That's really great. Beautiful, beautiful piece. The lyrics are just amazing. So you're a great songwriter. And
I mean, sorry.
no, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's like I write just what I see is just the lyrics on the paper. But it's when the musicians and Justin or Joel put the music, I'm like, wow, this is so amazing. It's like they bring it to life. They bring my words to life, and
Yeah.
that's amazing.
That's
It's
what we
so-
thought of Alan Johnson, who used to do our videos, for our poetry. It does, it brings it to life. So who actually puts the video together? Do you do the video part?
No, I have a couple of video guys as well.
Wow.
Because
Wow.
they're all around the world. You know what I mean? They're all got one in England, Elliot. So Elliot, he's the one who did my rugby song, but he's a good value for money because he'll do the song and the video, but it costs me money. So he'll do it for like £100. So it's usually about £100. I pay about £100 a song, and like you said, I've done 18 albums, so it's quite expensive. But
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, it's I can put my words into the world. Where they would just never be alive. They would never come to pass if I didn't get out of my head and produce it. Yeah,
Yeah, I think it's really important to do that, to have the videos come, have the words come to life in a video and the song just as you do. So it does cost money to do it, and
yeah,
I paid a
yeah,
lot to do with my videos, but in the end it's worth it. The result
yeah.
definitely worth it.
I mean, Annette, if someone could see, if someone was feeling depressed and you know, anxiety and pain, and they heard my song, and if that pulled them out of the depression or whatever stage they were in their life, if that pulled them out, that's what it's all about, you know, is to help people and let them cherish and feel their words in their head and in their heart. That's what my lyrics come from the heart. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you very much know how to write lyrics to touch people and to really, really, I think emotionally touch them with through your lyrics, and when you put it to song and verse, it's
Yeah.
wonderful. Here's a beautiful song, my friends, and that's from Stuart, and then
Yeah.
love love the song, and that's from
Yeah.
Kat.
Yeah.
So thank you for that. Um, yeah, it's great. I'm sure it was. What was the very first one that you had done, or what very first video?
I don't know. I mean, sometimes the very first ones was I would get some pictures and like send photos, and then they would just put the photos together. But then so the one of the greatest. But then I started getting actual my singer Elliot. He made the videos, and then I started doing it different. Now I've got like AI videos and stuff like that now as well. So
Yeah,
it's all changing, you know, and depends
yeah.
on each song. Sometimes I steal a clip from YouTube and I use that where
Uh,
where I'll yeah
and then
where
and then you get the copyright infringement probably thing on.
so
You know.
well, on it depends, you know. It depends because like if the song's more, if the movie's over 50 years old or something like that, it seems to be okay. But if it's something modern, then I don't get the it won't be shown on YouTube. You know, they'll ban it. But if it's something like Braveheart, like a lot of my songs are from Braveheart or Rob Roy, all my Scottish songs, and they seem to be working okay. The video, so it's okay. I get away with it.
Now, how many videos do you think you have on YouTube?
Probably about 400 or so. Yeah.
Wow, wow,
Oh,
that's a
oh,
lot.
over 400. They're
Wow.
all my songs, yeah.
So you have your own channel then, your own YouTube
Yeah. Yeah,
channel.
go to Thomas McArthur on YouTube or
Thomas
yeah,
McArthur. Okay.
yeah, on
So you just
YouTube and
search
he's up.
that, and then I'll have
Yeah.
to join. I'll have to join your YouTube
Yeah,
site,
subscribe. Yeah,
and
please.
you'll have to subscribe to mine too.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely. I mean,
yeah, which this will post actually this video on YouTube. We're live on YouTube as well as Facebook right now, and this
oh
will
good.
post on there afterwards. So
Yeah.
we have another comment. What do we have here? Quite right. To help that one person is all the thanks ever needed. That's great. That's great.
Yeah, sure.
And then Stuart says, yeah, and I have two more covers needed, Annette. Possessions of the inclination and possessions of the heart, if you would be so kind. Well, it looks like I got work to do, huh?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I have actually, I've made videos myself of some of my poems. I got to work on the audio part of it, but I've comprised and come up with the videos myself. Um, they are okay, but they're not like Alan Johnson kind
Yeah.
of quality.
Yeah.
So it was kind of masterful what he did.
I mean, my video guy, Syria. I think he's in Pakistan or something like that, or India or somewhere, and he does my video. So if I have a video, like I sent him, I've got a new song coming up called "Beauty Within," and it's about Joseph Merrick, Elephant Man. So I've sent him the clips of the movie, and he'll put all the lyrics onto the movie onto the video. He'll put the lyrics on for me and the music, and he charges me £20, actually £16. So it costs twenty
So the
pound after
name
tax.
of it is The Beauty Within,
Beauty Within, yeah.
because I have a short story called The Beauty Within.
Okay.
That gets published. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it's a true story.
yeah,
But that's interesting. So I'm sure that people come up with similar titles and things like that all the time because
yeah,
minds often think in the same kind of wavelength on different things.
I mean, the thing with that song was we've not got it up until the next couple of days. Well, because I've only got it in MP3, not MP4. But I was listening to a Japanese song, and it was a melody that I was listening to the violin, and so I wanted to write a song with this violin melody, and then the story progressed into a beautiful thing that actually came. This the road it travelled on, it went to Joseph Merrick at the end, and I was like, wow.
So
So
you
never.
don't have that video yet, right?
No, I've got the song, but not the video. I think I don't know if I sent you the song, but I've got the song, but not the video. But that'll be in the next couple of days. My guy's working on it at the moment, so he takes about 2 days to make. It's £16, and he takes about 2 days. So it's like about 50p an hour.
Wow.
So I mean that takes so much effort out of me. I don't have to worry, So just pay someone to do it for you,
Yeah. It
Yeah.
certainly is a lot easier that way. You just give them the
Yeah.
stuff and boom, then you got a beautiful video.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow. Well, we can show another one.
Yep.
I think the next one is Victim Survivor. Do you want to talk about that before we show?
Yeah. Yeah. This one I wrote about my friend Sarah Black. I said to her, she was talking to her, and she was telling me a little bit of her life. And it's a very powerful song. I mean, it relates to basically everyone, men and women, who's been domestically abused. And I write a lot of songs for charity and about really hard topics: suicide, mental depression, domestic abuse, cancer. So I can really dig deep into finding what I believe in my heart, the words that I can try and share what other people are feeling. So I wrote this for Sarah, and obviously she loved it. She was over the moon. Even though it's a sad, true story, violence kind of song. So it's life.
This is about the Victim Survivor is about domestic violence, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let me get it popped up here, and let me go to it.
A woman of course in my heart, I'll always be fighting from the for my children. Let no man take me down, chain me to the ground, own me as his property. Think he has the right to keep me on sight. I'm a victim survivor, I know where I've been. To hell and back, tell you things you never seen. To take control in every possible way. You're here to stay. If there's a will, there's a way. If there's a will, there's a way. I won't be abused no more. Years of torment and torture, mind games you play for me to stay. Sexual misuse, my body you abuse. Saw the light, got away from your side. Found aid at a woman's charity. I'm a victim survivor. I know where I've been. To hell and back, tell you things you've never seen. So take control in every possible way. You're here to stay. If there's a will, there's a way. If there's a will, there's a way. Plan ahead with your new life. Think of the night. Be proud in your own skin. Draw the courage from within. The aura in your soul. You become whole. Feeling ashamed. You're not to blame. Life's not a game. Run, you're awesome. I'm a victim survivor. I know where I've been. To hell and back, tell you things you've never seen. So take control in every possible way. You're here to stay. If there's a will, there's a way. If there's a will, there's a way. If there's a will, there's a way. There's a will, there's a way.
Wow, that was wonderful. You really have a gift, Thomas. And as a woman, I thank you for being able to really understand and tune in to the plight of women who are abused,
Yeah.
and being able to put that to words and music is wonderful. The woman sounds like Adele to me, very Adele.
Mm. Yeah, she's from Nigeria, um,
From
and
Nigeria?
yeah, she's from Nigeria, and what do you call it? That video there, I collected all the photos and my own, like from YouTube, and got the photos from Sarah, who's actually in the photo, and her mum, because the song's about them, and so I kind of got all the photos and combined it together to get my man to make the video. So that kind of
Oh,
that's that
wow.
style of video. Yeah. I mean, there's so many other songs like I've written for people who've died, like with anorexia, and so like because it's a really powerful, words and songs are so powerful, and and you shouldn't be ashamed to express the what you're feeling. Don't hide it under the carpet, especially when it's like subjects people don't want to talk about, like suicide or depression, really. So
Mhm.
it's, if I can put it into words and share it, that's basically what I'm here for, I suppose. my
Well,
my
thank you
my
for giving
forte.
all that. Thank you for giving all that a voice because,
Yeah.
people, it is very impactful, and people watch those videos, and of course those who have been abused and so forth and been through it
Yeah.
can really relate to it. I was a forensic nurse examiner for 15 years, so I
Yeah.
examined hundreds of women of abuse and
Yeah.
violence. And so it's always near and dear to my heart, domestic violence and sexual assault and things like that, because I listened to many a story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wrote actually a poem 2 3 years ago about, so I think it's in my second book, about sexual, actually it was a sexual assault, and I put it in first person, and so it started getting all these, I'm so sorry, Annette, that this happened to you. And so finally I had to put a disclaimer that said, this is just a fictionalized thing. It's not me, nothing's happened to me. It's just, I've listened to a lot of stories and kind of gave it a voice, had given it a voice. So, yeah. So we have some comments about that.
Okay.
And it does happen to men as well.
Yeah.
So it isn't strictly a female thing. I can remember a few years ago, and in the last 5 years, going and there was a video that people were sharing. I think it was on Facebook or something. It was a very popular video, but it was a domestic violence, and it was domestic violence against a man. This big black woman was like screaming and yelling at this man, and she was hitting him and striking him, and people were laughing about it.
Yeah.
They thought it was funny. And to me, it was just so sad that people were finding that funny.
Yeah.
It wasn't funny at all. We have a bunch of comments, and I'm trying to get up to them. Okay. So we have, quite right. To help that one person is all we ever need. And we got a bunch of a very hard-hitting set of vocals. It needs promoting more often and not hidden from the world. Indeed. And then we have True Stew, but I remember it happens to men as well, and they just don't report it. And that's very true. In the years that I was a forensic nurse examiner, I probably only had maybe 1 or 2 men who came to me to be examined, because to them it's humiliating, to come forth and
Well, Annette, I wrote a song actually about a man being abused, and it was my violinist who's is in Russia, and he does all the violins. He does all the violin music on my albums. So I wrote a song about him and how he was abused by his wife, but it wasn't physically abused; it was more mentally abused. And so I wrote a song. Actually, I've got a song out about him, how the woman would hold his son, hold his daughter against him and stuff like that.
is
Just the
that
mental
a
abuse of.
video too?
Yeah, it should be. I might be. I'll have to look it up. I've not played it for a wee while. Yeah,
Well, the next time
yeah,
we play our next video, maybe you can look it up and see if you
yeah,
can find it.
yeah,
And then they were talking about men being abused too, and agreeing
yeah,
with that. And then yes, I was in that place. I haven't really had physical abuse, but I've had a lot of emotional and psychological type stuff.
yeah,
My son was abused by a woman. He's over 6 feet tall, so he knew the police wouldn't take his side. It was
yeah,
sad. That is sad. And okay. Oh, and then it was that says it was not funny. I'm guessing they're talking about the story I said. And
yeah,
mental abuse is just as bad. Yeah, a lot of
yeah,
times mental and psychological abuse is even more damaging. You really
yeah,
belittle the person and make them feel like nothing. And
yeah,
yeah. But thanks for giving a voice. You're really gifted, and you, like me, just started coming up, with into our own at an older age, in our 50s, both of us. And I'm a little older than that now, but
yeah.
yeah. So it's kind of weird how that kind of happens. Something finally clicks in us, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I regret my ex-wife. We were married for 20 years, and she was a piano teacher. And I regret now that I didn't actually do lessons with her. Can you mean can you imagine getting, like, she was cheap, charging her £10 an hour. So if I was doing piano lessons with her for the last 20 years, maybe it'd have gave us something more in common, rather than me, just working, going watching TV, doing my own thing, and she's playing piano all the time. I kind of regret that now, but because I didn't know I'd be this involved with music. And I think maybe because we got divorced 3 years ago, and I think being by myself just gave me time to focus on myself, rather than going to work, paying the bills, doing everything, basically, and being focused and being alone. You go into your own shell and into your own head, and that's when my music's supposed to be skill, came out last 2 years ago.
So what does she think about your videos and your now?
No, well, she left me for another man, and I live in my house in Edinburgh, so I don't actually talk to her anymore. You know what I mean? Even though it's just the way of life. So I don't know. She's got her own life now. So yeah.
Well,
So much
things
hardship.
happen, unfortunately, don't they?
Yeah. We've got another song coming up because we've not got much time.
Oh, well, we do. We have
There's
two more
two more.
songs.
Yeah.
Songs coming up. Well, we can go just a little over too. So
Okay.
don't worry about it. It's not a strict
Okay.
thing,
Okay.
unless you got a plane to catch or something.
No. I just didn't know that. I mean,
Yeah,
if
well,
you,
no, we're
but,
gonna get them all. So
yeah.
why don't you talk about the history behind the next one, which is called Memories Gone.
Okay. Yeah, this one is about dementia and Alzheimer's, and I mean, there's so many songs, and it's just what I felt this was right at the time to come out. It came out of my head, and I just thought this was, just about basically we'll get old, and and once we're older, we get to like 70, 80, maybe, there'll be somebody in your family, your grandpa, your grandma, who will go through this. If eventually, if it's part of life, so it's quite another powerful song, I believe, in my opinion. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
So we're going to let me share my screen again. So it's called Memories Gone.
Yep.
And we're going to play that now.
As far as I was aware, dementia was there small things I would forget. The date we were supposed to meet, and the question I would repeat. Your telephone number I would never remember. Often I would say, what day is it? My sight is now going balance too. There's no way I could drive to you. Memories were, has my memory gone? This family I see don't belong to me. I am so sad, my mind is going mad. Who are you I see each day? Each day. Daddy, it's me, and I'll always be me. Today and tomorrow we go through this game. You're not to blame, age creeps up on you. I cry each day, you forget me anyway. Now and then, a flash in your brain, you will call my name. Mary, it's you again. Memories were, has my memories gone? This family I see don't belong to me. I am so sad, my mind is going mad. Who are you I say each day? Each day. I sit in this hospital bed, wonder what's going through my head. Alzheimer's, they say, he's in a bad way. Today I am happy, tomorrow I'm sad. Who are these people? They seem to be mad. Is it my fault they shout and scream? Each day is like a dream, deja vu, I mean. Each day she does say, I am your daughter, Mary. Memories were, has my memory gone? This family I see don't belong to me. I am so sad, my mind is going mad. Who are you? I say each day, each day.
Another beautiful one.
Yeah.
So heartfelt.
I mean, I had to look up the diagnosis of Alzheimer's and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I could get, like your balance, your hearing, your eyesight. Had to get that involved. Because when I'm looking at a song, I need to do a bit of research on it as well, especially when it comes to medical stuff. So that's why I managed to get that in. Yeah.
You did your research.
Yeah. I have to do the research. I've not got Alzheimer's yet.
That's right. That's right. So we have here we go. Another sad truth. It's great that you were a spokesperson through your songs and for all types of illnesses, abuse, etc. Indeed. And then we have another tough subject. So it is.
Yeah, I mean, I do happy ones as well, but we've not got.
Now is the last one "Hear Me" a happy one? Probably not.
Well, the last one this is the first time, Annette, it's actually being played on Facebook. It's absolutely my brand new one, and actually you're involved in it as well, because you sent me a picture of your mum.
Is the "Hear Me" the one about the mothers?
Oh no, that's the last one. We still got "Hear Me." Okay. Oh.
Well, I don't have the one loaded up for the mothers. Did you send me that link?
Yeah.
Oh God, I need to get it. So, well, what will happen when we go to this last one I have is I'll load up the mother's one. I was wondering about that because my mom's in there. So we'll talk about that later. But we'll go ahead.
This one "Hear Me." This was the first song I sent to the International Songwriters competition just 2 years ago, and this is one of the songs that came in the semi-finals out of 25,000 songs entries. So this was my first one, and that's when that came in after this song. That's when I wrote what do you call it, Crush Dreams. But this was the basically the first song that I got into the semi-finals. And I've been in 3 years in a row now, so I'm quite chuffed with that. But I want to get into the final.
But that's still quite an accomplishment, especially for the short period of time you've been doing this.
Yeah.
So kudos to you for that. That's wonderful. Well, I'm going to once again share my screen, and when that's going on, I'm going to try to flip over and find the mother was one. And let me see. Here we go.
Yep.
From a baby I could not hear, so my speech would disappear. It's more of a mumble, people grumble, can you hear me? I am screaming in my head. My hearing is dead. Don't cover your mouth. I can't see what you say. You don't understand the pain I go through. Don't shout at me. Screaming won't do. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I wanna hear a waterfall flow, hear the children grow. I wanna hear a skylark sing. I wanna hear the church bell ring. But most of all, I wanna hear you say, I love you, I love you. Sign language I had to learn was hard, no one can understand. I need a notepad, don't get mad if I don't understand. People try to shout, what is that all about? I am deaf, it doesn't matter. I can't hear you either, don't go insane. I will try to lip read you again. I wanna hear a waterfall flow, hear the children grow. I wanna hear a skylark sing. I wanna hear the church bell ring. But most of all, I wanna hear you say, I love you, I love you. I would rather be dead than not be able to see. That would be a burden on me. Well, I manage my best. Please don't let it bother you. I feel so lucky in a way. I don't have to hear the garbage people say. Some things I would like to hear, the cry of a newborn, the laughter of people having no one whisper in your ear, I love you, dear. I wanna hear the waterfall flow, hear the children grow. I wanna hear a skylark sing. I wanna hear the church bell ring. And most of all, I wanna hear you say, I love you, I love you. I love you.
They're back. Okay. Can you hear me? I can't hear you.
I muted myself
Oh,
because I was
oh.
doing stuff. Did you resend me? I
Yeah,
need.
yeah. I just sent you now on the messenger. Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah,
I'm going to get that real quick.
yeah,
And why don't you go ahead and discuss that real quick
yeah.
while I'm looking for it?
Yeah, that song. Actually, I was walking down the street in Motherwell, and they had the Deaf Children Society for Deaf Children, and they were wanting some money. And I said, what I'll do is, instead of giving you money, I'll go home and I'll write you a song. And that's the song I came up with, and that was for the children's charity. Was Hear Me, and I wrote that for the charity. You're muted again.
I keep muting myself when
Yeah,
I go to YouTube because it'll
yeah,
start sounding off. So you were gracious enough to ask me for a picture of my mother. So when you see the video, my mother is Connie Lou Thompson. So that's actually, I think, her graduation picture. I'm Connie Lou Thompson. And that is my mom, as well as many other mothers you put in there. So I'm anxious to see that one. Oh, Jill's in the room. Do you know Jill Tate?
No, sorry, Jill. No.
She's from the UK. She's also one of
Okay.
my admins. And we have another, I'm sorry I didn't send my mom's photo, Thomas, but my mom is special to me, and that's how I want her to be, although most moms are special. I prefer to keep mine to myself. Okay.
Yeah.
There you
But,
go.
yeah.
And we have that you are a Scotsman brilliant. That's from Jill. And thanks for joining, Jill. So we're going to show the last one, which is the Mother Angel that you just talked about, and honoring mothers. And so I'm anxious to see that. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, it's not been on Facebook yet. So this is the first. This is its premiere.
Very good. Very good. Well, here you go.
Butterflies chat, fly around my heart, whisper words of love. My soul won't feel empty. Mom, you walked a rainbow in the sky, where angels fly so high, looking down on us. And every time it rains, angels are crying. When a bell rings, they lose their wings. For the pain and the suffering, the deity is falling. We need to be nice, think twice. And I plant a flower each day, so butterflies come near. I wish heaven was on earth, Mom. Mom, I feel your breath. Your words are in my head. You'll never be dead. You see my existence. When I'm low, you blow in my ear to tell me your name. And every time it rains, angels are crying. When a bell rings, they lose their wings. For the pain and the suffering, the deity is falling. We need to be nice and think twice. Mom, you taught me right from wrong. You're stronger of my eyes. You're in paradise along with Dad. I'm glad life goes on. Your grandkids are born, and that butterfly tattoo above your heart, I'll never forget. And every time it rains, angels are crying. When a bell rings, they lose their wings. For the pain and the suffering, deity is falling. We need to be nice, think twice. Every time it rains, angels are crying. When a bell rings, they lose their wings. For the pain and suffering, deity is falling. We need to be nice, think twice.
Beautiful. Thank you for doing that and really honoring mothers, including your own mom.
Yeah.
And so it means so much. And mothers, yeah, you really have such a gift, and not only in songwriting and music, but as well as being able to really capture those lyrics that just go straight to the heart. You do such a wonderful job, and so proud of you, my friend. I can remember the first time you came on a pop. I saw you on a pop chat, and you're like, "I'm a songwriter. I've written this many songs, and done this many albums." And I was like, "Who is this guy?" And there you are. It's you, and you should have been tooting your own horn. I told you we were gonna have you on, and then it took me forever. It took us forever before we did this, but
Yeah.
finally, you
Yeah.
know,
I mean, I'm proud to be on, and I'm glad you had me and help me promote myself and my music. And maybe next time, if you want me again, we can do some poetry, more poems,
Yeah, yeah.
anything.
Well, I was thinking maybe we should do it, every few months. We should just
Yeah,
have you on. You can share more of your songs and more of your
yeah,
poetry or
yeah.
whatever. So you can be a regular.
Cool.
So
Yeah, perfect.
yeah, that'd be fun. So we have
Yeah.
some more. So beautiful, and that's from Jill. And then we have absolutely beautiful tribute, Thomas, to so many beautiful moms. So yes,
Yeah.
indeed, and wonderful songs. A pleasure to meet you, Thomas, and that's from Kat. So. Um, and it truly has been a pleasure.
Yeah.
And you're a remarkable man. You have done so many things and continue to do so many things and touch lives. And thank you for coming into my life and
Yeah.
for making yourself known. And because it is certainly a pleasure to meet you and then to share your great talent and work with other people.
Thank you very much, Annette. Been real lovely being here, and obviously our friendship is growing as well. And thanks for popping into my lives on my cooking lives. I say teaching cooking is also a passion, which
Yeah.
is I mean it's cooking from scratch, not basically opening a jar of tomato sauce, make it fresh. You know what's in it, Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And I really appreciate it, and I'll be popping in on your cooking things. Although
Mm.
today I missed the cooking part. You're still playing music and getting ready to cook, and I have to leave.
Yeah.
But so I missed out on I saw the noodles and the
Yeah.
chicken, and you didn't have garlic. You didn't have
Yeah. I
garlic. I
went to
missed.
the shop and I bought it, and I left it I left it on the counter. And I came back and I said, "Where's my garlic?" Oh.
Did somebody took your garlic?
Yeah. Time for another poem. Or you want to leave
Oh,
it till next time?
why don't you? Yeah, yeah. Finish it up with a finale
Yeah.
poem.
Yeah.
Go
Well,
ahead.
okay. This one I won't put any music on this time. I'll just read this one. This one's like a lot of my poems are coming from photos. What we challenge on Bar to Bard, and this one is called "The Wailing." So, standing alone, lantern in hand, my husband is gone from this land. His shipmates and friends would disappear on a sunken ship on a craggy skier. On that dark night, death was in sight. My man has gone on a whaling schooner. Captain cries, grab your harpoon, orca at high noon. Until daybreak, I stand my ground because his body was never found. An empty dream will never be seen. I look upon a star forgotten, memories are really far. Darkness and graves, a watery grave. On a misty night, I'm caught in the twilight. The chill and the breath and cross the earth. I look out to the sea, lonely ghosts roam the shore. I call his name in the silent wind with a teardrop stained heart. My pain will never depart. On this night, once a year, you hear the cries of the dying crew, feel their souls. I have to resist. My husband is in the mist. Until daybreak, I stand my ground because his body was never found. End of poem.
Thank you. That was great too. We have hey, we have another person that just showed up, and that is Sarfraz Ahmad. Hey Sarfraz, also from the UK. I don't know if you heard all the songs, Sarfraz, so you might have to watch the recording over because you missed out on some great music from Thomas and a Scottish passionate poet. There you go, and that's from Jill. So well, you have many talents, my friend, and you're doing great. Keep doing what you're doing and giving things a voice that need it, and speaking and having those videos done so it really touches them and really impacts even more. But thank you so much for coming, and it was a pleasure to have you, Thomas.
Thank everyone who's popped in to watch the live. Appreciate it very much.
Yes, thank you. Love and blessings to everyone. Have a good evening or day wherever you are. And again, thanks so much, Thomas. Thank you, everyone, for joining. And please share. Take care, y'all. Bye bye.